Welcome back to Our World with Black Enterprise. Vernon Jordan's career has opened up educational opportunities, knocked down political barriers, and provided mentorship for budding entrepreneurs and junior executives worldwide. See why Black Enterprise recognized him with this year's Corporate Champion Award. Take a look. Vernon Jordan is a scholar, an activist, a civil rights icon, the former executive director of the United Negro College Fund, and former president of the National Urban League.
It is too often forgotten that the 1963 March on Washington was for more than just abstract rights. It was for jobs and freedom.
Jordan came of age at the dawn of the civil rights movement, growing up in segregated Atlanta, then becoming the first African American in his class at Indiana's DePauw University.
My father looked me straight in the eye, shook my hand, and he said, "You can't come home." And I was startled. I said, "What am I to do, Daddy?" He said, "Read, boy, read." 4 years later, my father shook my hand and said, "You can come home now." And that was his way of saying, "You can do this."
What Jordan wanted to do was to become a lawyer and work on civil rights cases.
I stand on the shoulders of so many. Don Hollowell, Kenneth Clark, Thurgood Marshall, Constance Baker Motley, who taught me how to try a case.
He went on to break down the barriers of segregation when he successfully sued the University of Georgia for racial discrimination and famously escorted Charlene Hunter to the admissions office. He's led boycotts and run massive voter registration drives. He rose to advise presidents of the United States while blazing trails in corporate America. And in 1977, Jordan became the third African American to sit on a corporate board, serving American Express.
Vernon, right from the beginning, was focused on getting increased representation. There are very few executives who are Black who have not had some involvement or help from Vernon Jordan.
He also served on the board of Xerox Corporation, alongside Ursula Burns, who would be the first African American woman to head a Fortune 500 corporation.
Look at American Express CEO, look at Xerox CEO, look at CEO Sarah Lee, look at CEOs around the country, look at business leaders around the country, look at civil rights leaders around the world, look at political leaders. I think the legacy he's going to leave behind, by the way, hopefully no time soon, is the number of people who he has positively touched and impacted not only from a professional standpoint or a political standpoint, but from a personal standpoint. A pretty amazing guy.
He would expand his influence on corporate boards in service of a number of major corporations, including Dow Jones, Revlon, and Nabisco. In 2008, Jordan appeared on the cover of Black Enterprise magazine as one of the country's most powerful corporate directors.
My view about your first board experience is to understand the politics of the board. Nobody is interested in failures, and so you got to be successful at whatever it is that you're doing. And you have to be interested in the company, its employees, the management.
And for this corporate pioneer, who currently serves as Senior Managing Director at Lazard and as Senior Counsel at the law firm of Aiken, Gump, Strauss, Hauer, and Feld, the bottom line is always hard work and preparation.
Go at it if you want to do it. Get prepared. Study late and long. There's no free ride in this process.
Up next, our Entrepreneur of the Week made millions focusing on more than just the business plan. We'll explain after the break.